Ripple and stablecoins. That's the big announcement. But how big is the stablecoin market? And will this benefit XRP or Ripple private shareholders more? Google getting scammed by 87 fake crypto apps? Whoa. Thought Google was supposed to protect us. Just like the SEC and just like Jerome Powell, I've got the odds on if he's going to be pausing or lowering rates coming up in this next meeting. Chicks and dudes, what's up? I'll tell you what's up. Viewer comments come first. So does she. Lawrence Williams says XRP back to 59 cents. This stupid train. I told you it's all on a loop. We're not going to talk about that though. Hayward Rideout says we've been down this road before. Ripple, this again with bullshit. We'll be sitting at the station again watching. What's up with all the train stuff, everyone? Come on now. All right, let's take a look at the heat map quick and talk about big, juicy dollars with stablecoins. We're going to compare a few, talk about opportunities and who this benefits the most, and also Google getting duped. Bitcoin sitting at 68,249. ETH 33.39. Look at BNB getting ready to touch 600. Come on now. Come on. Ever since the U.S. went after BNB as hard as they could, yeah, a lot of money was pulled out, but guess what? Now money is flowing in. BNB 591, getting close to that 600 mark. By the way, Bitcoin Cash had the halving already, and guess what? They're still up in the green. Bitcoin Cash OG action just after their halving, $639, up 11%. Whoa, this is how big it is. That's what he's saying. He's talking about big jumblers. Nice. Thursday, keeping it freaky. Jerome Powell with the purple tie is like, I like him this big. No, what he's saying is, look, we're going to take a pause. What are the odds he's taking a pause? 88.9%. And as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description below. Special thanks and shout out to the CME group. Wonder where they're based out of. Let's go bad baseball. So anyways, 89%. Let's skip really quick ahead to the June meeting. And what do we have? All right, we got about a 60% chance that we're going to have a cut. What about when we get to July? July is like, look, we're got to add these two together for the minimum cut, and we're looking at least 78% chance. So looking pretty good. Google says 2 scammers duped it into hosting 87 fake crypto apps. What? Business Insider reports that Google has filed a civil lawsuit in New York federal court against 2 app developers. The firm accuses the 2 of being crypto scammers who tricked it into hosting fraudulent apps in its store. 2 scammers, one from Shenzhen, China, and the other from Hong Kong, are alleged to have created legitimate... Hold on, before I say some more, Hong Kong is different from China. All right? I'm not whoever that guy was. I can't think of who the wrestler was, who the movie star was, who had to total kowtow to China. No, Hong Kong is different than China. I'm saying it. Are alleged to have created a legitimate-looking cryptocurrency exchanges and investment apps. These 2 men are said to have convinced victims through various promotions to invest money, but they wouldn't be allowed to withdraw. 87 allowed by Google. Like, okay. I mean, way to go. Verification. Don't we get pissed when like scam coins are launched on some of our favorite chains? Well, what about scam apps launched on some of our favorite app stores? Yeah, let's get pissed at Google. All right, stablecoins. There is some juice. I know, Klaus, this is boring as hell. Hi, my name is Klaus. If you haven't watched this video before, if you have, well, you already know my name, so not a big deal. Klaus, why are we talking about this? Because there's juice with stablecoins, and there's some definite benefits and a lot of money and a lot of trading volume. You want trading like volume? Stablecoins is worth that. Zoom enables overseas transfers to 160 countries via PayPal stablecoin, PYUSD. PYUSD is a piece of crap, all right? We know the controls with PayPal, and look, if you're going to do naughty, nefarious stuff, I'm not saying that you should, but I'm saying if you're going to, you probably wouldn't use PYUSD. We're throwing it out there. Market cap, check it out. 194, 188, 190 million. Okay, not too bad, right? USDC, what are we sitting at right now for a market cap? 32, almost $33 billion. By the way, these are the charts, they're lifetime charts here. So you can see USDC used to be like really big, like 55 billion. Now the whole thing is that was big, and then all of a sudden we had problems with US banks. Remember the S's, Silvergate, Silicon Valley? Yeah, you remember that because you've been watching. Or if you haven't, well, now you know. Well, remember when the S's went down and then like we lost faith in banks? Well, we lost faith in what USDC was backed by. The trust. See, stablecoins are about trust more than anything. And people are like, yo, we don't trust where your reserves are because they're in, let's be real here, US banks. So that took a big hit. Now, the weird thing is speaking of trust, we talked about Tether. Tether market cap, 106 billion. That's a billion. Yeah. Well, money printer go burr with Tether, okay? But think about this. There's money there. There's a lot. Tether issues another 1 billion on Tron's Tron network. A dominance of 62.9% or 153. So I mean, there's stablecoin volume. It's all over the place. Ripple gets into it and they're like, yo, we want to do it. We want it backed by a lot of US goodies. This is going to be about trust. It's also going to be about who benefits. Look, USDC, okay, which has got billions and billions and billions and billions, is on a bunch of chains. And one of those chains is Stellar. And guess what? It has not benefited the price of XLM at all. There you go. 12.8 cents. Ooh, rocking it. No. So don't think that because this is going to be on here. No, this is a stablecoin. This isn't settlement with XRP. XRP will be the gas, but we know how cheap it is to move lots of money and how frequently you can do it without even burning any of it. And think, if so much is being dumped at a time, this really benefits the private shareholders. Now, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm bringing the news whether it's good or bad. The reality is XRP itself can benefit not so much from this, but trust in the ecosystem, XRPL ecosystem, okay? The other thing we could see from that is we could see some, buy the rumor, sell the news. And we saw that earlier with the price action. When the news came out of this, right? We saw it was a quick candlestick and then it dropped back down again. Like, I get it. But there's money to be made. PayPal PYUSD has been around since August. Okay, August of last year. So we're looking at this and we're going, look, 188 million in market cap. Okay, not bad. So, I mean, there is some money out there, but really the benefit goes to the company hosting it. Tether, record breaking, right? USDC had some juicy profits. As a company, that's what you have to make sure that you pay attention to. Same thing with Tether as a company. PayPal's PYUSD benefits PayPal, the company. So when we see this launched with Ripple, it's going to benefit the company. Now, will there be some peripheral benefits to XRP? Yes, but they will be minimal. Just like we've seen with every other example in terms of who the main beneficiary is. And think, Stellar's launched it on their chain. They have USDC. That's a massive one. It's going to take forever for Ripples to get up there. It just takes time. And as you see, it didn't help out the price of XLM. So just be very cautious of the narrative that's being sold. Yes, this should benefit XRP. Buy the rumor, sell the news. But I mean, at 58.9 cents, come on now, right? Let's be realistic on this one. Lots and lots of electrolytes. There is a lot of money out there and a lot of money in stable coins. And yes, cheap to move on XRPL? Sure it is. Very cheap. So don't expect the squeeze on the gas play move. Just like it's very cheap on Stellar's chain, and they move a lot of USDC on the Stellar chain. But that, again, is not creating the squeeze on gas usage. Why? Because there's so little gas used, right? The tech is so solid that, again, this appears to benefit native token. So in the Stellar case, it's not XLM, it's USDC that benefits on it. XLM doesn't get any leverage or price in there. Ooh, gas fees. It's gas fees. Cool, it's 0.0001 XLM. Same thing with XRP. It's going to be super cheap. But the company Ripple will benefit, and so will private shareholders. Now what you have to ask yourself is how much trust is there going to be in Ripple's stablecoin? If that stablecoin was offered at, say, 7% yield, let's just pretend, 7% yield, that's actually pretty common right now in the stablecoin market. Would you put some of your money into that? See, now you have to start thinking of it this way. Okay, so maybe this doesn't benefit me on the XRP side as much, right? Maybe this isn't moon talk. Oh my God, we're melting faces. No, obviously this is not melting faces. But, maybe you could make some interest in, and maybe you feel comfortable enough to say, hey, look, when I have cash on the sideline, I'm going to put it in Ripple's version of their stablecoin, earn some juice. We got to see what the limits are and all that kind of stuff. And if it's for accredited investors only or if it's institutional only. It'd be very interesting to see how this all rolls out. But, if you could earn some juice there, why not? By the way, it's being launched on Ethereum and XRP first, so just kind of throw that out there. But yeah, this is again about opportunities. This is about being realistic with the plays of money and the diversification of opportunity and news. And again, it all does come back down to trust. And when we saw the story with USDC, and you remember that with the S banks, right? Silvergate, Silicon Valley, the other S's. That's when the market cap for USD fell. I mean, they were losing tons. And I'm full disclosure, I'm not a fan of Valera. I think he's a piece of crap, and he's the head of USDC, by the way, and or the parent company that manages USDC. But my point behind this is it's going to be all about trust. PayPal, it's like, okay, we trust you, but we don't want to give you that much information. I mean, PayPal, let's be real here. They've got some very strict rules with their accounts that really scared a lot of people away. The people dove into the terms of service and saw that there were some very easy mechanisms for your money to be taken away from the PayPal side. So, but again, it was meant to protect the consumer as much as possible, right? When you err on the side of caution, PayPal's taking it this way, Tether is over here. You see what I mean? You see more people want to play in the over here side. So, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down below. I know Stablecoins Klaus, this is boring. I get it, but look, we got to talk about it because there is juice out there, and there's a lot of people that park crypto money on the sidelines via stablecoins. They make their plays and then they park it back into stablecoins, earn the interest. It's a very common practice. So I just wanted to make everyone aware of the angles, the amount of money that's out there, the opportunity, and that trust has been the biggest factor when it comes to stablecoins. So let me know what you're doing for the rest of the day. I had a 6-mile recovery run. Like I said, electrolytes in every drink. I go through so much electrolytes with the training. It's crazy. I cannot tell you how many electrolytes I go through. Either way, y'all have a great rest of your day. And as more news breaks, I'll bring it to you. Catch you cool cats. Later.